embarrassing moment of all time. O.J. Simpson's record day.
And it took almost 30 years to break that record.
The thing I remember about the game was how unstoppable he was. Like, he was going for like 25 yards.
The numbers were amazing, and you could see them pile up, and really...
Orenthal James Simpson, a famous football player most known for breaking the NFL record of rushing for more than 2,000 yards.
He grew up in the projects of San Francisco and became a record-setting NFL running back and Hall of Famer.
He also charmed the crowds with his appearances in movies as well as commercials.
Here's a few tips on how to get out of an airport fast.
He became a master pitchman.
O.J. at the 25, the 20, and falls ahead of the 15. That does it. He broke the record. O.J. Simpson, who just set a new...
Overall, in the public eye, he was seen as a great man and role model.
Number one defensive unit in the National Football Conference.
Little did people know what was soon to come. To fans, it may have seemed that OJ had everything going for him, including a happy family. However, behind closed doors, he had a history of physically abusing his former wife, Nicole Brown Simpson. And on June 12, 1994, she was stabbed to death on the porch of her Brentwood home along with Ronald Goldman, a waiter and a friend. So who did it? Well, O.J. Simpson becomes the leading suspect. Broadcasted live was a low-speed car chase involving Simpson and Al Callings. It lasted 60 miles and ended at the Brentwood home where Simpson was taken into custody. Using the money he earned from his career, Simpson hired a very professional and persuasive defense team. Without them, Simpson would have never lasted during his trial. Had he not been wealthy enough for such a team, O.J. most likely would have lost his case. Mark Furman was the leading detective covering Simpson's case. He discovered a glove from O.J.'s home covered in dry blood belonging to Nicole. By using Furman's racist history, they were able to convince many that Simpson was set up by the police department, a rather easy thing to do, with evidence of Furman spewing the N-word many times.
They shift the focus to the Los Angeles Police Department. The strategy? Accuse the police of framing Simpson, mishandling, even planting evidence.
Detective Furman.
Mark Furman is a lying, perjuring, genocidal racist.
The defense.
There's probation for perjury.
It was one of those doomed feelings.
The long-lasting trial divided the nation and became a cultural issue above all. Most African Americans from all states sided with Simpson, claiming it was just another occasion where the authorities are discriminating. On the other hand, feminists such as prosecutor Marcia Clark were determined that there would be justice for Nicole, hoping the trial would spread awareness of domestic violence and the problem with male-dominant societies. O.J.'s history of domestic violence against Nicole should have been used in court when trying to prove his guilt?
Yes, I absolutely
do. Do you think O.J. Simpson may have killed his ex-wife, Nicole, purely to state his dominance?
I believe he did, just to show that he had ownership over her.
Okay. And... The case of Rodney King occurred just a few years prior to the O.J. Simpson trial. It sparked awareness of police discrimination against minorities throughout the United States. Do you think this affected how people viewed the O.J. Simpson's murder trial?
Yes, I do, because I believe O.J. Simpson was the perfect person that was in the public eye to kind of get the word out that the jury court system was no longer as discriminatory as they seemed.
Okay. According to the LAPD's violent history, do you think the culture of the police department during the time of the trial was biased and racist?
It could have been a little bit of bias because of the Rodney King issue that happened prior to, and so that could have definitely been an influence as far as their attitude and their feelings toward certain races.
Okay. And the judge of Simpson's trial. The judge of Simpson's trial was Lance Allen Ito. He wasn't white nor African American, he was Asian. Is it possible that he was chosen based on his race to be the judge of O.J.'s trial so he wouldn't be more biased towards whites or blacks?
I think probably so. He was probably more of a neutral judge as far as that goes. It also could have also played a part because he could have been more biased as far as the race versus white. So even though they were black, he could have had a bias because of that. But I think he was probably more neutral than anything.
Okay, thank you. And is it safe to assume that America's culture at the time of the trial was very anti-discriminatory? And if so, do you think that's why it was easy for his defense team to play the race card?
Absolutely, because of simply there was enough evidence of the scene to put him away, although the jury decided that this would be the pivotal case, counteracting the discriminatory.